Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Meredith? Oh my.
Mother, I am just going upstairs. I'm not answering that. No, ma'am, I am not answering that. You will not get to me this way. Mother, what? I am just dropping off my stuff. No, ma'am. This room is off limits to you today. Mother, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Shit. Francis? What the hell are you doing?
Well, not too many people I know downstairs, and not too many people I know too well, aside from Mama and Daddy and Uncle Reese and Aunt Kitty, so I guess I'm just looking for a friendly face.
Under my bed?
No, well, when I heard you coming up the stairs, I realized I probably shouldn't be up here, and, well, I tried to hide from you, Meredith. I hope you can forgive me.
Oh, sure.
It's just that this room is so beautiful. I remember when you used to come up and visit when I was little, and Tracy still lived in here. You and her and all the other cousins would be out back having tea parties, and I would just sneak up here and sit in the middle of this room and pretend it was mine. Of course, I just worshipped her, Tracy.
You and everybody else, herself included.
But I was so thrilled to be part of her wedding.
Where the hell is it?
What are you looking for?
I am trying to find a joint that I've been saving for this reception.
A joint?
I know I had one in my jewelry box, and if Tracy took it, it would be just like her.
Oh, surely she wouldn't.
Oh, surely she would.
Take drugs on her wedding day.
Have you noticed how calm she is today? How serene? She has been a nervous wreck for weeks. She had to be high. Oh, and then she has the gall to make us wear these horrible things on our heads. We all look like a flying nut.
I like this hat.
Are you serious? Look at yourself in the mirror, Francis. You look ridiculous. At least you can wear this dress, though. Makes me look like a freaking linebacker or something. Oh. You want one?
No thanks. I don't smoke. I'm a Christian.
Wouldn't you know it? Now I don't have any matches. I mean, okay. I can certainly understand why Tracy would want to be stoned today, just to get through this whole ordeal. But she could have at least asked. I mean, she just took it. Typical.
Thou shalt not covet.
Oh, and then all that stuff about obedience, and everybody was acting so serious. I was like, Tracy, obey Scott. She already runs that poor boy's life. I mean, what a joke. Tracy, the blushing bride? Yeah, excuse me while I barf. Oh my God.
What?
Look, it was in the medicine chest. We are in business now. Oh, shit, we still don't have any matches. Mother, I told you this room is off limits.
Meredith.
Oh, Trisha. Oh.
Hey, babe.
Do you have any matches?
I think I have a lighter.
Oh, thank God. You just saved my life.
Well, I would have been here sooner, but some creep with whom I apparently share some sort of history cornered me in the parking lot and chewed my ear to a bloody stump about how great it was to see me again and could we get together to sing? So I said, sure. Did he have $300 just to shut him up?
Trisha, you didn't. Well, what'd he say?
He asked if I could wait for him while he ran to the cash machine. Can you believe that? Hey, Francis.
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, Meredith, your mother said she wants you downstairs to greet the guests while she freshens up.
Oh, please. That woman hasn't been fresh for over 30 years. While she pops a couple of Xanax and won't like it.
I could use a couple of those myself.
Well, as soon as you get that lighter out, we're gonna get stoned.
Boy, I haven't been stoned in ages. Promise me you won't let me do anything stupid.
You would never do anything stupid.
I looked out at the congregation during the ceremony, and about half the men I saw I think I may have slept with. God, I dread this reception. Do you think anyone would notice if I left?
Yes, and don't you dare leave me alone here.
Oh, I look terrible.
You look like $1,000,000 as usual.
I had to put about a gallon of whiteout underneath my eyes this morning. So, Francis, how did you enjoy the wedding?
Oh, it was so beautiful.
It was ridiculous.
Tracy's dress sure was something.
Oh yeah, it was a float.
You got to hand it to her, though. She'd hold it off. I could never wear anything like that and keep a straight face.
She didn't wear it. It wore her. She'd be better off just to put that thing on a mannequin and roll it around the reception, so that way she's free to mingle.
I shudder to think of how much that thing cost.
6.
That's obscene.
$600?
6,000.
She talked me into designing her wedding invitations for free. And then she made me go through 8 revisions, and she spent $6,000 on her dress. That is totally obscene. Your poor father must be spending a fortune on this wedding.
Don't you know it? But Daddy put his foot down for a change and said no way was he spending $6,000 on something she was only going to wear once. So she had to buy it herself.
Wow, I guess she makes pretty good money working for Pepsi.
Yeah, I guess. She offered to get me an interview over there. I told her I would rather work at McDonald's. I've spent my entire life being Tracy Marlowe's little sister. The last thing I want to do is go work at the same place she does. Trisha, where is that lighter?
It's in here somewhere.
Good Lord! What the hell do you keep in this thing?
Only my entire life.
Well, I gotta say, I about died when they had knelt down and someone had painted "Help Me" on the sole of Scott's shoes.
Oh, I hated that. How could someone do something so nasty? The wedding is supposed to be a sacred occasion.
Well, I thought it was priceless.
Yeah, I figured you thought it was pretty funny.
I'm not the one that did it, if that's what you're implying. Kind of wish I had, though. Do you know who did? Come on, Trisha, tell me.
I don't know.
You lie. Oh.
Meredith, I have no idea. It could be any one of those overgrown frat boys.
Well, I wish I knew which one it was. I'd be giving him a blowjob. Good Lord! You think you got enough condoms in here?
Well, hey, Scout motto says be prepared.
That's the Boy Scout motto.
Well, then the Girl Scout motto is be extra prepared because chances are the Boy Scout's an irresponsible jerk.
Help me.
This stuff stinks.
Oh, poor Scott. Turned about 3 shades of red, didn't he? I think he thought he had done something wrong.
He did. He married my sister. That's about as wrong as you can get.
Well, I think Scott
Scott and Tracy are a perfect match.
Oh, I do too.
They're both smart, good-looking, rich.
Really white.
And you can tell he really loves her.
Yeah, well, any dog loves its master.
Now, Meredith, feel nice.
Oh, Trisha, don't be such a cheerleader. I want to have fun today. Fat chance. Everyone here is so aggressively normal. It's like the bland leading the bland. I was hoping Scott's lesbian sister might perk things up just a little bit, but she's about as much fun as having your teeth cleaned.
Scott's sister is and everyone just knows about it.
I guess. I mean, she's pretty much out, isn't she?
Oh God, yes, she rubs it in everybody's face.
My goodness. I don't think I've ever seen a lesbian before.
Well, now you've seen three.
Who else?
Those two flute players that played during the ceremony.
You're kidding.
Nope.
But they look just like real women. And for them to be playing in church like that, isn't that kind of sacrilegious?
I don't think you need to worry about it, Francis.
Really? So far, this has been the most candy-ass wedding I have ever been to in my life. I hope things really pick up at the reception. I just want something really sick and fucked up to happen.
To you or to someone else?
Either way, I don't really give a shit.
Well, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Wow, what's going on?
Nothing.
Trisha, come on.
Francis, do you want any of this?
Oh, no, ma'am. I don't take drugs. I'm a Christian.
I'm so sorry.
It's Georgianne, isn't it?
What?
I saw her out there crying during the ceremony.
So, lots of people cry at weddings.
Oh, no, this had nothing to do with the wedding. Come on, Trisha, you have to tell me.
Meredith, I have no idea. Georgianne and I are not all that close anymore.
It's Tommy Valentine, isn't it? It's because he's here today.
I seriously doubt it.
Tommy Valentine. I've been trying to think of his name all day.
God. Georgianne had a thing with him too? Is there anybody here that didn't do it with him? Well, I guess when you're as good looking as he is.
He is not that good looking.
Trisha, that man is sweat out loud gorgeous. He is walking sex and you know it. Why else do you think all of you went off the deep end over him?
I did not go off the deep end over him.
Right.
I didn't.
You know, I met him once when Tracy brought him to that family reunion at Uncle Reese and Aunt Kitty's lake house. He was real nice.
You looked me in the eye and told me you did not have a thing with him.
I did not have a thing with him.
Trisha.
We went out a few times before he and Tracy ever got together. As a matter of fact, I was the one who introduced them.
I know.
So how do you know everything? You were just a little kid.
Well, I was a pretty smart little kid, and I also happen to be sisters with Tracy, the mouth.
Well, then you probably know more than I do.
I didn't know about Georgianne and Tommy Valentine.
Stupid fucker! Well, hey there. Hey, hon.
Hey, Georgianne.
Please excuse me.
Whoa!
Man, they are sure taking their time setting up that bar. Ugh, I love a good open bar. If I ever get to heaven and there is not an open bar, God is going to have some serious explaining to do to me.
There will certainly not be any liquor in heaven.
Well, thank you for clarifying for me, Francis. I'll be sure to bring my own.
Tommy must have said something to Georgianne to get her that upset, don't you think?
Meredith, why do you even care?
Maybe it's her husband. I notice he's not here today. I bet he's cheating on her.
Jesus.
I bet he's cheating on her and she just found out, don't you think?
I think it's none of your fucking business. Her life is her life. It's not a source of personal entertainment for you. That's pathetic.
Sorry, God.
I suppose suppose you've never been through anything you didn't want the whole world to watch?
I said I was sorry. You don't have to bite my head off.
Well, I guess I'm just a little sensitive to that particular issue since, I'm the reigning queen of the bad rep.
Your reputation is fine.
Meredith, you shouldn't lie if you can't do it any better than that.
I have never met a single person who had anything bad to say about you.
Your mother used to habitually refer to me as that little whore.
You're crazy. Mama always loved you.
Meredith, your mother hates my guts. She still does. She will not look me in the eye to this day.
But why would she hate you?
Well, because she thought I was the world's worst influence on Tracy, and I was. But you ought to be able to follow your basic human nature and just be a real degenerate every now and then, without the whole world staring down its nose at you and acting like it's anything out of the ordinary. Oh God, there's the earring.
What?
That cute boy usher with the earring?
Oh, that's Scott's cousin.
He is a piece of work.
Ooh, you think?
You know, my older sister was dating a guy that had an earring, but Mama and Daddy made her break up with him.
Francis? Your sister is 2 years older than me.
Yeah?
And she still lets your parents tell her what to do? Well, that's kind of fucked.
Meredith, the Bible says to honor thy father and mother.
Well, the Bible also says that eating shellfish is an abomination. But that didn't stop you from sucking down the lobster bisque at the rehearsal dinner.
What is his name?
His name is Trip Davenport, and you know it. Oh, come on. He flirted with you all throughout the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me his name.
Well, his real name is Griffin Lyle Davenport III.
I think Trip suits him better. He's got that look,
What look?
That look that makes you feel like you're at a really boring party. You and he are the only ones with drugs. That's the same look Tommy Valentine has.
You'll have to point that out to me.
Oh no, you'd be better off if you never even saw that look. It always leads to trouble.
Look at them all down there in their tuxes. They look like a bunch of big birds,
Pigeons. They are pumped.
Why are men so stupid?
Because they're allowed to be.
Oh, they are so weird. Ooh, they are so weird.
Which one do you want?
Oh, well, the only one that doesn't totally gross me out is Frank.
Frank, really?
Oh, I still remember what he was wearing when he came to pick Tracy up for the Valentine's Day dance when they were in the 8th grade. Oh, he was wearing a white leisure suit, and it had the blue stripes with a navy blue shirt on, with the white tie, the white belt, with the white shoes, with big silver buckles. Oh, I thought he was the most gorgeous thing I had ever seen.
He is handsome.
He's gay, isn't he? I knew it! Oh, wait.
Meredith, that's a terrible thing to say.
I meant it as a compliment.
Calling somebody a waste is not a compliment.
Billy,
What?
he's the one I want.
Scott's little brother?
Francis, he's 17.
I know.
Francis, you are bad. You're a wild woman, aren't you?
Hey,
Georgian.
Hey, babe, are you okay?
no, I'm all fucked up.
Oh, Georgian, what's going on? It's okay. You can tell us. We won't tell anybody. It might do you some good to talk about it.
Meredith, why don't you take Francis and go and see if they've set up that bar yet?
Why don't you just go look out the window? Oh, all right. You have to wait for me to get on another pair of shoes, though. I'm not wearing those torture devices 1 minute longer.
Hey, Francis. Hi there. Look, I know we don't know each other very well, but I'm sorry that you have to see me like this. That's okay. Jesus wept.
Oh.
There's a bartender down there, you know, the bald-headed one. If you flirt with him, he'll give you a bottle of champagne.
I can't do that.
I can. You'll have to drink the champagne, though, because
You're a Christian! We know! How do I look? hideous.
You look fine.
Oh, yeah, right. Come on, Francis.
Bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Please, tell me this is not about Tommy Valentine.
First thing I saw walking down the aisle was the back of his head. It just jumped right out at me. I recognized that little hair pattern on his neck. You know where his hair starts and it comes to those two little points and it's darker than the rest? I always thought that was so sexy. Then I looked at him during the ceremony and something about the way the light hit his face, oh, it just broke my heart. Then outside I saw him talking to this total bitch in a navy blue linen dress with absolutely no back. You could almost see her butt. And he was smiling at her with that smile. The same smile that used to make me feel like I really meant something to him. And it all came back. Just bang. All those times I sat waiting for his phone call, me going out of my way to make things convenient for him. Having to take a fucking taxi cab to the Women's Health Center that day because it was so cold my car wouldn't start. And later, that awful, awful night, sitting outside his apartment building, staring at Tracy's burgundy cutlass in the driveway, just wishing I was dead. You know, I started smoking cigarettes that night. If I ever die of cancer, it's gonna be Tommy Valentine's fault. God, I feel like I'm going crazy. My cousin George, he's a nurse. He says I'm the perfect type to get one of those weird diseases because I'm so emotional.
You're not crazy, you're just overly dramatic and self-indulgent.
Self-indulgent? You think I want to feel like this?
Well, nobody's making you.
Well, all right then. Enough about me. More about my dress. You believe Tracy made us wear these things?
Yes.
Of course, I can't believe she asked me to be in her wedding.
I can't believe you accepted.
Well, I didn't exactly have a choice, Tricia. What was I supposed to say? Tracy, I don't think I can be in your wedding because you remember that nervous breakdown I had my junior year of college? Well, that was because your boyfriend knocked me up and I had to have an abortion all by myself while he took you to the Kappa Sig luau. And things have been just a little, well, strained between me and you ever since.
Have you talked to her about that?
Oh no, neither one of us has ever mentioned it. And now here she is getting married to Scott McClure, the biggest piece of wet toast I ever saw in my life. Of course, I married Chuck Darby, the second biggest piece of wet toast I ever saw, because I thought I wanted some stability. And there's Tommy Valentine getting ready to rip that little bitch's backless dress off her scrawny little body and fuck her brains out. God, I wish I was her.
Please, you do not.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm wearing over $100 worth of extremely uncomfortable lingerie that I got from Victoria's Secret, specifically for him to rip off of me.
You honestly thought you were going to sleep with Tommy Valentine today?
Well, yeah. I mean, why not? Don't you remember page 67 of The Godfather?
I think your memories of him might just be a little rosy. I mean, it has almost been, what, 10 years?
3 months.
Excuse me? Georgianne, you better spill your guts to me right now.
Well, I ran into him at this sleazy bar that only plays 50s and 60s music. I hate those places. But at least I'm not the oldest one there. He seemed really happy to see me. And we started flirting, and it wasn't gross. It was real sweet. I'm serious, it was.
I'm so sure.
You weren't there.
I've been there. So then what happened?
Well, we closed that bar down. And then he asked me if I wanted to go somewhere where we could be alone. But I said, look, this is not a good idea. I am married. I have a little boy. But once I said it, it was like it was out of the way. I said it and I didn't have to think about it anymore. I just went nuts. We ended up doing it out in the parking lot, on the concrete, right behind a Dempsey dumpster.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Trisha, it was the best sex I have ever had in my entire life. And I will never ever be able to smell garbage again without thinking about it. So my memories of Tommy are pretty recent and pretty accurate, I think.
Yeah, but Georgianne, did he call you after that?
No.
Okay. So here's this guy who totally bagged on his responsibility to you, left you to go through an abortion all by yourself. 10 years later, he fucks you in a parking lot, then ignores you, and you still want him?
I can't help it. I love him.
That's not love, that's addiction.
Well, I'm sorry, but I hadn't had sex in over a year, and I wouldn't mind making a habit of it. What? Chuck and I don't even sleep in the same bed anymore. He
Why?
sleeps in the guest room. I don't know.
Well, you have some idea you have to.
He doesn't talk to me anymore, Trisha. It's like I'm not even there. I told Chuck about Tommy the next day. He just looked at me with his fish face and he said, "You don't have to tell me everything you do."
Georgianne,
What can I do?
make Chuck talk to you. Make him go to a counselor.
No,
Don't you want to save your marriage?
no, I don't. I never should have married him in the first place, just like you said. Hell, I don't love him. I don't even like him. Yo, am I bleeding?
Not that I can see.
B, I'm just having one of those days where I just keep running into things. Do you ever have those? I'm usually a very graceful woman, but there's something about this dress makes me feel like Bigfoot. I just ran smack dab into a cabinet in the kitchen, just walked right into it, like there was a big old magnet in that cabinet, and I had a steel plate on my head. Come on! Probably need stitches by the time this reception is over. Oh, I'm terrified. Terrified I'm gonna do something to ruin this wedding. And Scott will never forgive me. Just like that time I arrived right in the middle of his Eagle Scout induction ceremony. My therapist thinks I was just that I couldn't be an Eagle Scout, but I don't think that's what it was. I mean, I was 19. I think I just had a bad team of salad sandwich. Oh, this is a bad time, isn't it? I am so sorry. I'll leave. Oh, see what I mean? Are they all like that?
Who?
You know, lesbians.
What, clumsy?
She's just so, I don't know, blunt. Are they all like that?
Why are you asking me?
What do you know?
No, what?
Well, I thought I remember hearing something about you and forget it.
All of the lesbians I have known have not been clumsy. As a matter of fact, Mindy is the first.
She's so strange.
I like her.
I do too, I guess. She seems to thoroughly detest Tracy, so she can't be all that. Look at me. I'm pathetic. I just don't want to end up alone. Is that too much to ask? I still believe in marriage. I do. You don't?
Honestly, Georgianne, I think any woman that chooses marriage in this day and age is out of her fucking mind.
Don't you believe in love?
I certainly believe in consideration and respect, and I definitely believe in sex because it is healthy and necessary. But love? What is that? I've had so many guys tell me they love me, and not a single one of them has made a difference in my life.
Maybe you just haven't found the right woman.
I've met him more times than I care to admit.
Maybe you haven't given him a chance.
I've given him plenty of chances.
Oh, come on. What is the longest relationship you've ever had? How many hours did it last?
Well, why drag it out? He'll just start trying to run my life, or else he'll want me to be his mother.
Not all men are like that.
I have yet to meet one who isn't, and I highly doubt if I ever will.
Really?
Yeah.
How can you live like that?
Well, in the first place, it's not some major tragedy. I'm just being honest.
Maybe you're right. I'm just a hopeless romantic, doomed to go through life being disappointed. There's Tommy Valentine sniffing after little Miss Navy Blue Linen. God, look at the way he walks. That man can wear a pair of pants.
Yeah, but what's the payoff? For having had that many women? Does it make him feel more accomplished, wiser, or is it just some drug that he has to have?
Well, you've slept with as many men. What's the payoff for you?
I've not slept with as many guys.
How many guys have you slept with?
I don't know, 100?
100?
Well, I don't keep count.
Trisha, that's a lot.
Yeah, but Tommy Valentine's like Wilt Chamberlain. I bet he's had sex with 1,000 women.
Do you think he's had an AIDS test?
You better hope so. Did he wear a condom in the parking lot?
No.
Georgianne.
I know. You don't think he's ever done it with another man, do you?
A guy like Tommy? As good looking as he is, I'm sure he's had opportunities.
Yeah, but he's way too good in bed to be a queer.
That doesn't mean a thing. I knew this lifeguard once. Talk about good in bed. He could teach old Tommy Valentine a thing or two. He was an animal. Just loved sex. Loved it. Then one day I went up to his apartment and found him in bed with the telephone repairman. Which is obviously why I couldn't call ahead to tell him I was on my way.
Oh my God. What did you do?
Well, I went to happy hour at Bennigan's and picked up a busboy.
Have you ever had an AIDS test?
Yep.
I'm too scared to take it. I mean, I know the chances are slim, but with my luck, weren't you scared?
Yeah, I was.
What made you go through with it?
Well, it seemed like the responsible thing to do. That lifeguard died.
Shit, Trisha. He died of AIDS. You're okay, aren't you?
Yes, Georgianne, I'm fine.
I've never met anyone who actually had it.
You will.
Well, I certainly don't want Tommy Valentine to have AIDS. But I tell you one thing, I can't wait for him to lose his look.
And he will. It's bound to catch up with him. He'll turn into one of those hatchet-faced old men that really handsome guys turn into.
Yes, he'll get one of those big red Ted Kennedy noses from drinking so much his whole life.
He'll have a beer gut.
He'll lose all his hair.
He'll wear golf pants.
Green golf pants that are too tight.
And he'll unbutton his shirts just a couple buttons more than he should.
No, he won't do any of that. He'll just get better looking as he gets older. He won't lose any hair. He won't gain any weight. He'll wear a t-shirt and blue jeans and have gray hair, and he'll just be so gorgeous it hurts to look at him. I, on the other hand, will be as big as a house. I'll wear too much makeup, and all my hair will fall out from a lifetime of bad perms. And I'll get skin cancer from going to the lake too much when I was in high school. And one day I'll just wake up and I'll be dead. Tommy Valentine will read my obituary in the newspaper, and it won't even occur to him that he ever knew me, much less slept with me.
You're right, you are crazy.
I'm one sick ticket. I guess I should give up my fantasy of getting laid by Sonny Corleone today.
Not necessarily. There's lots of cute guys here.
I dare you to find one who's straight, single, and who has a job.
Or maybe you need to lower your expectations.
Maybe I need to have a nervous breakdown. Maybe I need to have a big, fat, smelly, nervous breakdown right when Dr. Marlowe goes to give his Father of the Bride dance to the new and improved Tracy Marlowe McClure.
I'll give you $20 if you do.
Don't you tempt me, Trisha.
I'll give you $100. I'll give you anything you want. I'll give you this pair of 1-carat diamond studs I got for graduation.
Meredith.
You see this ring? It belonged to my grandmother. It has been appraised for over $500. You see that? It's pretty, isn't it? It's yours.
How long have you been out there?
I just heard the last little bit, I swear.
I don't believe you.
Please, Georgianne, please say you will.
No, I will not.
Please.
No, I will not cause a scene.
Why not?
Because this is your sister's wedding, and that would be a really rotten thing for me to do. I may be a bitch and I may be a slut, but I do have some standards.
Well, shit.
Meredith, why are you so intent on something happening today?
I just hate this whole thing. I hate it. It's so goddamn fake, it makes me sick.
Where is Francis?
She's down there sucking up to that bald-headed bartender who is a complete geek, if you ask me.
Oh, he looks nice.
Gross. His Adam's apple's as big as my head.
Well, at least he's not wearing a rug. I look at my husband sometimes, and his toupee sitting up on his head like a stale pancake, and my heart just goes out to him. Does he think people don't know? A 10-year-old child can tell.
I wish I had one of those lobster bibs. I just know he'll be wearing this food any minute now. Of course, it's not like I ever plan to wear this dress again.
Oh, sure you will. You can just take it up and wear it as a cocktail dress. It'll be sweet.
No, I'll probably give it to my friend Leroy. He's the only person I know who can wear this color. Anyway, Mrs. Marlowe sent me up here to tell y'all to come downstairs right this instant. She might have just wanted me out of the dining room. She was looking at me with this frozen smile. I could see every vein in her neck. Like, please God, just keep her away from my crystal. But she wanted me to tell y'all that it's a poor reflection on Tracy for all of the bridesmaids to be avoiding the reception.
Oh, well, God forbid we should do anything to make Tracy look bad.
Well, why not? She's made every single one of us look perfectly dreadful.
I like this dress.
You do not.
I do. I am so glamorous in this dress. I am goddamn Leona Hensley. I am queen of my own empire with a heavy armed security force. I am woman. Give me fucking war.
Now, do you think she really thought these looked nice, or was it just a conscious attempt to surround herself with ridiculous-looking women just so she could look better?
What do you think?
Like she needs to look better.
She is one beautiful woman.
She's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah, she always has been.
I hate her.
I don't even know her anymore.
I don't want to know.
I'm serious.
She's a rich, white, Republican bitch.
Meredith, she is your sister.
So, y'all are trashing her too.
I used to know her real well, I thought.
You guys were tight.
Yeah, but it was one of those friendships, you know, where you give each other permission to be just totally wild and irresponsible, and those never last.
She is, you know in Glamour magazine, those do's and don'ts? She's the ultimate do girl.
And we're all the don't girl?
Not you, Trisha.
Please.
Oh, please my butt. You're the first friend that Tracy ever had that's as pretty as she is. You're probably the first woman she's ever met that isn't intimidated by her.
No wonder she liked you.
We have fun, but it's so weird now. We can barely have a conversation with each other. We have absolutely nothing in common.
Except Tommy Valentine.
Yeah, and we're all part of a rather large club in that respect.
Wait a minute. Don't you think this is weird?
What?
Well, we're all in her wedding, but none of us are friends with her?
Yeah, and she had to dig, too. Look at my dork cousin Francis out there.
Good Lord. I was Tracy's ugly sidekick all through high school and college, growing up with her. Now, I don't know anything about her.
Me neither.
Doesn't she have any real friends?
Don't look at me. Tracy and I move in very different circles.
Meredith.
I don't know. She seems to hang out with Mama an awful lot.
I don't believe it. Here she is, the perfect woman, the ultimate do-girl. She's beautiful, she got a great body, she's got a fancy career. Now she's got herself a husband that worships the ground she walks on. But she doesn't have any real friends, does she?
Well, you can't have everything.
This makes me feel so much better, I can't tell you.
Finally, they've got that bar running smoothly, and I see a bottle of Beefeaters with my name on it. Come on, ladies, let's get this show on the road.
Do we have to?
It'll be fun.
Yeah, compared to a triple bypass.
Don't even think about him, Georgianne. He is scum.
He is slime. He is garbage.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
I need about another bottle of champagne.
Does anyone care to join us?
In a minute.
Mindy.
Why would I want to go out there? It's just the same old relatives who've been embarrassed by me my entire life.
Well, we'll see you two later.
Patricia, if I start acting like a real asshole, if you could just pull me aside and smack me, I would greatly appreciate it.
Babe, I'm gonna have my hands full keeping myself in check, so I'm afraid you're on your own.
God help us.
You should really try one of these meatballs, Meredith. Oh, they're delicious.
No thanks, I'm not hungry.
Well, now that Scott and Tracy are officially married, I guess that makes you and me sisters. I always wanted a sister.
Yeah, well, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Are you glad to be finally done with school?
Oh yeah, Mindy. I'm just thrilled to be back at home, living with my fascist parents.
Well, have you thought about what you want to do?
No.
What's your degree in?
English, it's completely worthless.
No, it's not. You can do a lot with that. You can teach, you can write copy, you can edit, you can even go to law school.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to do. Become a hard gun for the ruling class.
Look, all I'm saying is, you didn't have to do what you studied for. My degree is in behavioral psychology, and I sell real estate, which I suppose is completely appropriate when you think about it. But you should really let me introduce you to some people I know, Meredith. Oh, I'm
I
sure
just want to move.
Move into town? Well, shoot, I can help you find a great place. It's a perfect time to be looking
No! God, no. I want to get as far away from Knoxville as I possibly can. I hate it here. I hate everything about it. I just want to go someplace where I don't know a single person, where nobody will bother me, where everyone will just leave me alone.
Well, I guess I'll go. See if they have any more of these meatballs left. We'll see you down there.
Yeah, okay.
Bye. Simply strawberry?
She's right. Guess what this one's called?
What color is it?
It's kind of an orangey pink.
Peaches and cream. Pumpkin chiffon.
No.
Wait, let me think. Nectarine nuts? No. Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe cascade. Kick-ass carrot cake. Cha-cha cheese fix. Oh, hell with it.
Absolutely apricot.
See, they are all named after food.
Well, what else are they gonna call it, Mindy? What are they gonna say? Bleeding wound red?
Did you decide which color you like, Francis?
I'll take the red.
Good choice. Trisha, be sure to give her a red lip now, too.
Well, now wait. Do you want to look fresh and natural, or do you want to look like a woman with a past?
Fresh and natural, I think.
We'll need a more neutral lipstick.
Well, I don't want to be too made up now. I don't want him to think I look trashy.
Well, don't you worry. By the time I'm through with you, he won't stand a chance.
So what is his name?
Bradford.
Bradford what?
He didn't tell me.
Bradford. Brad and Francis. Holy Brad on you. Was Ma with the daughters? Brad Rosenbaum. Oh, he had the hairiest hands, and he was always sticking them in my mouth. Brad and Fran. Brad and Franny.
Oh, I hate that.
It's so cute.
Sounds too much like Fanny.
What does he do? He's a bartender.
No, he's in law school.
Really?
He only bartends part-time. Thank goodness.
Well, you tell him he makes a superior martini.
Oh, law school, Francis. You have scored. Now, how old is he?
36.
36 and he's never been married? That's not a good sign.
No, he's been married once before. No kids, although he says he wants to.
Divorced?
No, she died.
Poor thing.
4 years ago.
Well, that's kind of attractive. It makes him sort of tragic and mysterious.
It says he feels like he's just now getting over it.
Well, Francis, your timing is impeccable.
Oh, I had a terrible thought.
What?
What if he killed her?
No,
No, I'm serious. What if he goes around the country, marrying women, and then killing them? Didn't you ever see that movie? Yes, and you know what? He kind of looks like that guy. Doesn't he? He's got those sharp eyes. How did she die, Francis?
he didn't say.
My cousin George works for the state patrol. I could get him to run a security check for you.
I thought your cousin George was a nurse.
That's my other cousin George. I have 3 cousins named George. One named Georgette, one named Georgina, and then there's my Aunt Georgia. We're all named after my grandfather. What was his name? George.
Bradford is too nice to be a killer.
Those are the ones you have to watch out for. Wouldn't that be gross?
What?
If you fell in love with a real psycho killer, and you really loved him, and you married him and all, and then you found out what he was, what would you do? First thing I would get, find a support group for the wives of psycho killers, because I think I would want to find some people who really knew what I was going through to talk to. Would you tell the police? Come to think of it, I guess I would be a little scared of him.
Y'all, I have got to get out of this dress. It is completely unnatural. Georgianne, will you come undo me, please?
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to be comfortable for the first time today, damn it. Ugh. So tight. Come on, Georgianne, don't just stand there. Pull!
Meredith, you can't go out there not wearing that dress. You just can't.
Don't worry, I'm not going out there again. It's a fucking zoo out there. Oh. my crazy old Aunt Rosalie just came up to me and started screaming in my ear, "Well, I guess we'll be seeing you getting married next, honey." You know what I said to her? "Fat chance. You'll be dead long before I'm ready to put myself through this shit." Well, no, but I had to bite my tongue to keep from doing so. Oh God, I'm so sick of listening to that cheesy band.
What are you in such a bad mood about now?
Well, first, Tracy yells at me for taking this thing off my head. It's not optional, she says. It's part of the uniform. Oh, and then Mama's got to join in about how I've gotten too much sun on my shoulders and they're all freckled and just ruined. Whispering at me like I got BO or something. Ladylike. Of course, to my mother, there's only two types of women, debutantes and dykes. And guess which category I fall into? No offense, Mindy. Oh, and then poor Scott starts having a sneezing fit.
Oh, he always does that when he gets
And the band is playing Tie a Yellow Ribbon. You know, that hostage song. Oh, and all the old geezers are just dancing. Oh, God, is there any more of that joint left?
Meredith, what kind of music is this?
Oh, what, you don't like it?
It's really intense. Don't you have anything a little less intense?
Sure. Let me see if I can find something bland enough for you. What are y'all doing up here anyway?
Frances has a date, so we're giving her a makeover.
A date? With who?
Bradford the bartender.
And part-time psycho killer.
Well, what are y'all gonna do?
Well, he said he knew this place that was real pretty right outside of town, and maybe we could go up there and drink a couple of beers. But then I told him I didn't drink beer because I'm a Christian. And he said, "Well, shoot, maybe we can go to McDonald's." That he just enjoyed talking to me. I thought that was real sweet.
It is.
He comes from a real small town too. We talked about how scary a place like Knoxville can be. He said that once he gets his degree, he's going to move back to the country, not from where he came. He doesn't think he can ever go back there since his wife died.
She died?
Yes, and under very mysterious.
He said he felt like he had to shut the door on that part of his life and start over with a clean slate.
Just like that guy in the movie.
All right, Francis, you gotta tell him to show you a picture of himself when he was younger. For all we know, he might not really be bald. He might have shaved his head to change his identity.
Bradford might not even be his real name.
You know what you do? You go to McDonald's with him, and when he's not looking, you take some of that his touch. Pick it up with a napkin, though, and slip it in your purse. And then tomorrow, you take it to the FBI.
If she's alive tomorrow.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna kill her on the first day.
You two are horrible.
He can't be a killer. He's a Christian. Of course he's a different kind of Christian than I am, seeing as how he believes in drinking beers. I told him that was wrong, and he said he didn't think so, but that he'd be willing to talk about it. That's one of the reasons I decided to go out with him.
Really?
A good Christian man is hard to find these days. There's not a single one in my church group, except for the ones who are younger than me, but they don't count. I think the man should be older than the woman.
Yeah, and taller too, I bet.
Well, sure.
Does anybody want to smoke any of this joint?
I'll take some.
You know, I don't usually, but I'll make an exception today.
Or we'll twist my arm. Y'all gonna have to promise to keep me away from that food table though, because I lost 10 pounds for this wedding, and I intend to keep it off for at least a week or two.
10 pounds? Well, how'd you do that?
I was motivated. So how old were you when you first smoked pot?
21. I was a late bloomer.
I was 18.
15.
I don't take drugs. I'm a Christian.
What about you, Meredith?
I was 12.
Well,
You remember when I was in junior high, Trisha? I came and stayed at your and Tracy's apartment on campus. We drank Black Russians and got high.
Oh, Meredith, Meredith, I'm so sorry I corrupted you like that.
No, I loved it. I couldn't believe how cool you were. I thought you were it.
Oh, hun, if only you knew how fucked up I was back then.
So, Trisha, what is going on with you and Trip?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. I saw you two chatting for over an hour out there.
Yeah?
Well, you two really seem to hit it off.
I wouldn't know. I was on automatic pilot.
But you said he had that look.
I'm sick of that look. It always leads to trouble.
I don't know, Trisha. He's pretty cute.
Believe me, he knows it.
He is not that cute.
Well, he's pretty cute.
He's not talking Valentine.
Thank God. I will say one thing about him. He has the best hands. Yeah. You can tell a lot about a guy by his hands. They're just so amazingly beautiful, and also, oh, y'all will make fun of me.
No, we won't.
We promise.
Well, it's not a man's feet, and it's not his shoes either. You know those big black wingtip shoes that businessmen wear?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a man's feet in those shoes.
That is really weird, Trisha.
My therapist would have a field day with that. I like a good nap myself.
Shoulders.
Rear ends.
Well, personally, I prefer a nice set of tits.
So, Trisha, do you like him or don't you?
She likes him a lot.
How do you know?
Because I know you, Trisha, and I know how you get when you really like someone. You light up like a goddamn Christmas tree. And then you get all shy, and that's exactly what you have done today.
How old is he?
He's 31.
31? Trisha, you old dog, you. No, that's great. You go for that young meat.
Georgiana's only 3 years younger than me.
He's strong, limber, and highly energetic. He is.
What does he do?
Well, I didn't ask for his resume.
He works at a bank, telling people where to put their money. Way to go, Trisha. That means he's probably rich.
But is he single?
Yeah, he broke up with his girlfriend a couple months ago. How do you know so much about him?
Yeah.
He's my cousin. And only one who never got weird when they came out, so I keep in touch. Is there anything wrong with him? No, he's a really nice guy. Damn! Trisha, you have the best luck of any woman I know.
I don't believe this. I have a single conversation with him, and already I'm supposed to pick out my china pattern? What century are you women live in?
Oh, right, I forgot. You're through with men.
No, I'm through with being disappointed. I have yet to meet a guy who couldn't look at me and not see his own ego, and Trip Davenport is no different. No offense to your cousin, Wendy, but I think I'll pass.
He really got to you, didn't he?
I'm sick of it. I am. I quit. I'll just become an old maid.
But don't you want babies?
Well, you don't need a man to have a baby.
Actually, technically you do.
Yeah, but you don't have to submit yourself to him. Hell, he doesn't even have to know about it.
But that's so wrong.
Oh, I think so. All the movie stars are doing it.
God wants you to be married to have a baby.
How do you know what God wants?
Because the Bible says so.
Francis, does it ever occur to you that the Bible is a book that was written by men?
The Bible is the holy word of God, Trisha.
Well, I will grant you it is one culture's history of pursuing God, but
That is secular humanism talking, and that is the kind of talk that has landed us in this mess that we are in today, causing the collapse of family values and all decent morality. That is why there is so much crime and violence and licentiousness in this world, and that is why we are living in the end times. And the rapture can happen at any minute. Any minute!
Get serious.
I am serious. No, I will sit here and watch you drink liquor and take drugs and every other word, G this and F that. Honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You are ladies. But I will not tolerate you making fun of the Bible.
well, nobody's making fun of anything, but I'm not allowed to have an opinion.
Not if it is disrespectful to my religion. No, ma'am, you may not.
I'm afraid I have a little problem with that.
This is America. I have a right to my beliefs.
Listen, Francis, I wholeheartedly support your right to live your life as you see fit. But you cannot exercise that right without extending the same courtesy to others who might think differently than you do.
My religion happens to be very important to me, and I do not want to listen to you criticize it.
Then leave, Trisha. I mean it. Go on, get out of here.
What?
Go someplace where people don't have IDs, where they're so willing to give up their God-given intelligence for any old blind set of rules just because they don't want the responsibility of having to make their own decisions. I'm sure you won't have to go very far. But do not tell me what I can and cannot talk about. You do not have that right.
I can't go out there looking like this. I'm only half done. What will people think? I don't look right.
Good grief, Francis, don't cry. Your mascara will run.
I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you. It's just, oh, now look. Maybe we'll do the woman with a past look instead of the fresh and natural. That way you can do a smudge charcoal thing around your eyes.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Look at my dress. Just sitting there looking like a big old cake or something. According to my mother, there is an art to wearing a gown. That you should just float down the aisle like a swan. I said, Mama, have you ever seen a swan walk? Everybody can float on a lake.
She meant like this.
Hey, do that again.
Sure. Where'd you learn to do that? Miss Millie's charm school.
I'm sorry. You went to charm school?
My mother made me go when I was in 6th grade. I think she was dimly aware of my lesbian potential and was hoping Miss Amelia would nip it in the bud. What else did she teach you? She taught us how to choose the right haircut for our faces and how to avoid shooting the beaver when we sat down. And we had our own beauty pageant for graduation, the Princess Charming pageant.
Oh my God.
Well, that must have been humiliating.
Are you kidding? I loved it. I wore a nautical bathing suit with a little skirt attached and high heels. And I played Crimson and Clover on my bassoon for the talent competition. And I won.
You did not.
I did. It was a highlight of my life. I'm serious. It's been all downhill ever since. I would have thought you would hate these pageants. Why? Because I'm a lesbian? Hell no. I haven't missed a Miss America pageant in 20 years. Those ladies are better than drag queens. Hell, they are drag queens. I am just so thrilled to be poised on the brink of a fabulous career, combining broadcast journalism and teaching handicapped children, but most importantly, being a good wife and mother and a good American. Here's my tits. Here's my ass. And here's my tits again. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Here's my tits. I just flashed my mother.
You need to stay seated.
I just flashed my mother. I couldn't help it. I saw her looking up here with her little face all pinched in. I don't know. I just flashed them at her.
Did anybody else see you?
Oh, I don't know. Probably. I don't really care. I'll just tell her I didn't do it. She'll get all confused. She's probably heavily sedated by now. I'm glad I did it. It was fun.
There's a certain freedom in letting your tits fly.
I remember this one babysitter me and Scott had. She would look at us real sweet and say, "Do you want to see my titties?" Well, of course we did. So we would sit there at the edge of my bed, and she would slowly pull up her blouse, and we would just look at him.
How old was she?
Oh, I don't know, 12 or 13?
Well, that's child abuse.
Please. A young girl who was proud of her new breasts, it's hardly child abuse, it's completely innocent.
Hey, I want to know something. Do you always eat like this?
Yeah.
Then how the hell do you stay so gorgeous?
I'm extremely neurotic and high strung.
You don't pig out and barf, do you?
No, I just have a high metabolism and I burn everything off.
Oh, I hate your guts.
You love me.
In your dreams.
Kiss me.
Get away.
Kiss me! Grossest person alive. Thank you.
Can I have some of that?
Oh, please take it away from me.
I'm starting to miss those 10 pounds I lost.
This is so cute. Meredith, is this yours?
It used to be. Back when my only goal in life was to be in the junior league.
I bet you look real sweet in this.
I bet you would.
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. What? Just what I'd expect from a country club socialite like you.
I am hardly a socialite, Meredith.
Oh, please. A little white girl dressed like that?
You know, that's about the third time I hear you say something about white people, Meredith. I hate to point it out to you, hon, but you're not exactly Queen Latifah.
Yeah? Well, at least I'm not a hypocrite.
Neither am I.
So?
You think just because you put a picture of Malcolm X up on your wall, that proves something? If you really cared about injustice as much as you let on, you'd be out there doing something about it. Instead of sitting up here with your portable CD player and your elliptical and your $500 motorcycle jacket, complaining about how unfair things are.
So, Trisha, what's going on with you and Trip?
Don't start. Okay, Francis, you're all done.
Oh my.
What do you think?
I never knew I could look like this. Francis, you are hot.
Trisha, you should do that for a living.
God, she looks fabulous.
I don't even look like myself.
Trisha, where'd you learn how to do that?
Years of practice.
Will you do me next?
Well,
Oh, and then me?
I'll do one more, but then I have to get back out there.
Hot damn.
What do you want to look like?
A truck stop whore.
What, mother? Bitch, will you just shut the fuck up and leave me alone for once? Everyone could see your dinners, honey, just as plain as day. Dinners? Well, that's Appalachian.
That's what my mother calls them too.
Yeah, those two are in rare form today.
I can just hear her.
Kitty, I would like to tell you that Tracy just looked radiant at her wedding. Just radiant.
Why, thank you, Eleanor. You know Georgiana looked radiant herself. Is she expecting another child? Heavens no, Kitty. She just needs to lose 20 pounds. She's a fat pig.
You're not fat.
Well, I certainly ain't skinny.
I think you look fabulous. And I think it's high time women just let women be themselves. Instead of trying to look like these anorexic models that, let's face it, they look like men. Every time I turn on the TV, there's some high attitude fashion bitch just stomping around like she's some hot shit. And I think to myself, that's what I'm supposed to want to look like? I'd rather eat glass. No, that's not right. I want something slutty to like. Down store blue.
Meredith, do you have any blue eyeshadow?
I sincerely hope not. Check in the drawer there.
I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to look pretty.
Good grief, now do I. But these women who are willing to have their lips puffed up, and their tits inflated, and their ribs removed, I mean, that just sounds like a Nazi war experiment. Those ribs are there for a reason. And that fat sucking thing, I'm sorry, there is something desperately wrong with a culture which encourages people to go through such extremes. We think we are so civilized, but we are just as barbaric as those men who play soccer with human heads. I mean, look at this whole ritual today. Here is your sister in this white monstrosity, meant to symbolize that she is undamaged goods. It's like a sacrifice. And I mean, who in this day and age is a virgin when she gets married anyway?
I'll be a virgin when I get married.
Francis, really?
Yes, ma'am. Get out of here. I am saving myself for the man I'm going to marry.
Francis, that is whacked, because I tell you right now, he is not saving himself for you.
I think it's admirable, Francis. You hold out for Mr. Right.
Hon, you are setting yourself up for a major letdown.
What is so wrong with being a virgin when we get married?
How old are you?
23.
Well, haven't you ever been in love?
Not that way.
Haven't you ever had the hots for somebody?
I have more respect for myself than that.
Okay, forget the sex. Don't you ever get lonely?
No, I don't. Because I have Jesus in my heart. He is there for me, to offer me strength when I feel weak, to show compassion when I feel anger, and to embrace me in the purest, deepest love that there is, whenever I need it.
I think I might like a date with Jesus.
That's not funny.
I'm serious.
Jesus didn't date.
Are you kidding? He was the biggest rock star of his day. He probably had groupies coming out the wazoo.
I think it's rather interesting that he had 12 men in dresses follow him wherever he went.
Those were robes. Jesus and his disciples did not wear dresses. Except on very special occasions.
Meredith. Why do you have all these pictures of Tommy Valentine?
Where?
Here in this drawer.
Well, Tracy must have left them here. This used to be her room too, you know.
Yeah, about 100 years ago.
Well, I don't know how they got in there.
Look at this one of them at the beach. He must be all of 19.
Would you look at that stomach? God, how I hate him.
He was handsome.
Still is. Let me see. Yeah. He's alright if you're into that sort of thing. Wait a minute. This guy is here today.
Yeah, he still is.
This guy made a pass at me.
What?
Yeah. I was standing around the food table, and he came up to me and said, "We haven't met, but I feel like I know you." And then I said, "Well, you must be mistaken, because you do not know me." And then he said, "Well, I'd like to. How do I go about it?" And I just laughed. I said, "Well, buddy, you are barking up the wrong tree."
He is so shameless.
He said the same thing to me.
What?
Yeah, he remembered me from that time I met him at a Florida Snake Police Lake House. He said he wished he'd always gotten to know me better.
No.
And he was real sweet. He asked if we could go out after the reception, but I told him I was already spoken for today.
That son of a bitch.
I'm sure he just meant for us to, talk.
Oh, I'm so sure.
Good grief. Somebody ought to tattoo the word trouble right across his forehead as a common courtesy. I mean, here he is at his old girlfriend's wedding, and he's either slept with or made a pass at every one of her bridesmaids. Well, all except for one. That's so incredibly rude.
Yeah, Meredith, you better be prepared for him to try to jump your bones next. You're the only one left.
Oh, please, don't tell me. Somebody ought to put him on a leash. Meredith, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Honey, what is it? Are you okay?
I'm fine. Oh, I'm fine. I don't know why I'm upset. I'm so stupid.
No, you're not stupid.
Did he do something to you?
No. We had a thing too. We had a thing.
What?
A long time ago. It's okay. It was okay.
How old were you?
I was 12 or 13.
Oh my god. That does it. I'm gonna find
No,
that sleazy
don't.
fuckwad and tell him just what I
Don't.
think of him.
Trisha, don't let
He's
her!
got it coming, Trisha. Francis, go after her and do not let her make a scene.
Well, what can I do?
Get that psycho killer boyfriend of yours to help. Stop her.
Okay.
She can't say anything to him, Trisha. She can't.
She won't. They won't let
Oh my
her.
God, I would die if anyone ever knew.
It's okay. You don't have to tell anybody.
Yes, she does.
He really liked me, Trisha. He did. I went up to him when we were all outside. Oh, I was as nervous as shit. And I went up to him and I said, "Hey, Tommy, you remember me?" And he said, "Well, sure, I remember you. Hey there." But he wasn't looking me in the eye, and Trisha, he wouldn't. He wouldn't even look at me.
What did he do to you, Mary?
Oh, it's not like it sounds. It's not. He really liked me. He did. He was always bringing me, like, you know, these little presents and things. Whenever he'd come home to visit Tracy, he was always telling me how pretty I was getting to be. He was there when I won first place for the freestyle in junior high. It was one of the happiest days of my life.
I remember that.
Tell me what he did.
He was here one Christmas. It was Christmas Eve and everyone had gone to sleep. Oh, and I was just laying in my bed and I was thinking about him. I was trying to imagine what it might feel like. I had never even kissed a boy. And then all of a sudden, there was this knock on my door. And it was real soft, almost like a dream. He said he thought it was time that we got to know each other a little better. But Trisha, I wanted it. I wanted it to happen.
Of course you did. Everybody's curious about sex at that age.
No. I wanted him. I wanted Tommy Valentine. I wanted him to fuck me.
It's only natural. I mean, he's a charming, good-looking, sexy man. Of course he would want that, but there's something very wrong with him actually doing it. Very wrong with him.
No, I loved him.
That wasn't love, Meredith. That was abuse.
No, it wasn't.
Okay. How long did he go on?
Just a few more times. And then he said he thought we should quit. I mean, after all, he was engaged to my sister.
Listen to me. You need to talk to somebody about all this, Meredith.
I could never tell
I'm not
anybody.
talking about Tracy or your parents. I'm talking about somebody who can help you. What happened to you, Meredith? It was not harmless. It was abuse. You were sexually abused.
Stop saying
It
that.
happens to a lot of women. You are not the only one. I know a lot of people it's happened to. And you need to realize exactly what did happen and how it affected you. And you need to be with people who've been through it that can help you.
I could never tell anybody.
You told us.
Yeah, and obviously that was a mistake.
I have a number you can call. I'm going to give it to you, okay? I want you to promise me.
I'm okay.
Just promise me you'll think about it.
It's not a big deal. You are trying to turn this into a big thing when it wasn't.
I'm going to put the names of a couple people I know on here. Oh, they're going to help
Do
you.
whatever you want to. I don't care.
I'm going to put the names of just a couple people, okay? They're friends of mine, and they'll be able to help.
Look, get this straight, Mindy. I am not interested in meeting any of your friends. I'm not.
But Meredith, they can help.
Oh, I bet. What do you think I am, an idiot, Mindy? I see the way you look at me, but I am not like you. I am just not, okay? So I really don't see how it would do any good for me to meet any of your friends.
Meredith,
What? Nobody asked you to butt into my life, did they? I don't recall hearing a single person ask me to butt into my goddamn life. Now, if you all will please excuse me, I think I'm needed outside. Trisha, just please come help me.
Are you okay, hon?
I am fine. I wish everyone would stop acting like I'm falling apart. I'm not a little kid, you know. I'm fine.
Well, I just want to let you know if you ever need me, I'm here.
Will you excuse me?
great. It's just great. Anything I can offer is just going to be thrown back in my face as being some perverted seduction attempt. Meanwhile, a man can actually molest her when she's a child, and she calls it love? Oh, that fucking son of a bitch. Trisha, sometimes I can't believe how incredibly fucked up men are. They have fucked up the economy. They have fucked up the environment. And what the hell do they do about it? They fuck little girls. You don't mind if I rant to you?
As long as you don't expect it to change anything.
God knows I don't want to be one of those women who hate men. I don't hate men. Some of my best friends are men. I just hate them right now.
What goes through a man's head while he fucks his fiance's 12-year-old sister? I wonder if it's too late to become a nun. I mean, I don't believe in God, and I've partaken of about just every sin there is, but I tell you what, that life is starting to look pretty good.
I knew this day was due from the moment Scott told me he was going to marry Tracy. Tracy, who requested that I not bring Deb, was my partner of 9 years for the rehearsal dinner because they wanted to keep it just family. And I acquiesced because I didn't want another big scene. But now Deb is boycotting the wedding, which Tracy has gone out of her way to let me know that she is very hurt by. Bitch! She will never love my little brother the way he deserves to be loved. She will never honor him and cherish him the way she said she would today in front of God and everybody. It just makes me so sad. And now here I am in this ridiculous dress with a fucking lily pad on my head. I look like a hooker from the Twilight Zone. And if I blow chunks, I am going to be so upset. I hate throwing up. You're just so alone when you throw up.
It's so humiliating.
It's good for you.
The last time I threw up, Chuck and I were up all night drinking tequila in a totally misguided attempt to try to have fun together. And I just barfed all over the place. Instead of him trying to make me feel better, he just looked at it and said, "God, Georgia, I could reconstruct your entire meal. Don't you ever chew your food." Then he poured a beer on my head.
I haven't thrown up in almost 20 years. 20 years? Really? Yeah, not since Scott became an Eagle Scout.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm too repressed.
Oh, please, you're the least repressed person I have ever met.
You don't not throw up because you're repressed.
You should throw up, Mindy. You really should. It's totally primal and you'll feel so much better.
Maybe I will.
You should throw up on Tommy Valentine.
Oh, I will.
I got bad news for you all. Tommy Valentine has already left.
He is such a chicken shit.
No, I think he found himself a friend.
You're kidding.
Why should that surprise you?
Who? Blonde hair, navy blue linen dress.
The backless?
Yep. Do you know who that was?
Karen Murdoch, Tracy's boss at Pepsi.
Well, that's perfect.
Well, now Tracy and Tommy can run into each other at business functions and be tense and peculiar together.
10 to 1, she has an affair with him now that she's married.
Who knows?
Who cares?
So, how are you doing, babe?
Trisha, I am fabulous. I'm so drunk I can hardly walk. And I've got my eyes set on a certain saxophone player who shall remain nameless. Mainly because I don't know his name. Nor do I want to know. I just want to get him drunk, have my way with him, and leave him stranded on the side of the interstate without any pants on. Naturally, he doesn't know I'm alive.
Aw, his loss.
Oh, that is so sweet. Look, I'm sorry that I sort of abandoned you and I got married. I did, didn't I?
You did, but you were so weird, it was actually a relief.
Yeah, but I should have been there for you when you're going through that thing with that life.
Don't worry about it.
And as soon as I unload that deadbeat piece of wet toast I married, which may be real soon, I will have more time for the people that I really care about, like you.
You're on.
I've missed you.
Georgianne, your dress is undone.
Oh my God. I was just walking around outside with it like this. At least somebody got to see my $60 bustier.
You look like a dog trying to chase its own tail.
I can't help it. I'm being held hostage by my underwear. Who are you looking for, Trisha?
I was trying to find Meredith.
Yeah, right. Hey, look at the bar down there. There's Francis drooling over Ted Bundy.
Good grief. You straight women throwing yourselves away on mass murders and child molesters. It's such a waste.
Well, what the hell are y'all doing up here? There is a party trying to happen outside.
We were just
Trashing your sex trip, Davenport.
and I'm fixing to puke my guts out.
Well, I'm just in time.
Some men have all the luck.
Hi.
I've been looking all over for you,
Well, I can be hard to find sometimes.
so I've noticed. Y'all mind if I join you?
No.
Pull up a chair.
I have been cutting up the rug with your mother for the last half hour, Mindy. I had no idea she could dance like that.
Are you kidding? She danced in the USL for Korea.
Get out of here. Aunt Betty.
Yeah. That's where she met Daddy, and where I was born out of wedlock, and where my entire dysfunctional family began.
That is so romantic.
She was 19 years old, barely.
God, isn't that weird to think about? When my dad was my age, he'd already had 3 kids.
I tell you what's really weird to think about. We're already too old for some things. Some things have already passed us by that we'll never get a chance for.
Like what?
Like I will never be a stewardess.
You would have been a great stewardess.
I would have.
What did you want to be when you were growing up?
I wanted to be a nurse.
You and my cousin George.
A nurse? I am so sure. Can't you just see me giving no coup to Sponge Bath?
I always wanted to be a teacher. Well, I wanted to be Miss Crenshaw because when her fiance would come pick her up, he'd be in a blue Chevy Malibu with a white vinyl top, and oh, he was so cute. He had a blonde crew cut, and his sideburns were a little darker than the rest.
What about you, Trisha?
I wanted to be the lady on Mission Impossible. The one who had to seduce the dictators so she could double-cross them and then go back to her husband who wore the mask so he could be that week's guest star. I thought that would be a great laugh. What about you?
Well, mine is kind of similar, actually. I always wanted to be Ilya Kryakin, the man from Uncle.
Oh my God, do you remember him? In 5th grade, all the girls were hot for him.
And that's exactly why I wanted to be him.
I bet you wore a lot of turtlenecks.
Would y'all be totally grossed out if I took off my shoes?
I couldn't possibly be any sicker than I already am.
I have the hardest time with shoes. Now, I have this one pair of wingtips I wear to work, and it took me forever to break them in, but now they are the most comfortable pair of shoes I own. I begged Scott to let me wear them today because nobody would notice. But you know what he did? He said he had to ask Tracy. And of course, she said, no, I have to wear the same stiff patent leather shoes as the rest of the ushers, and now my feet are about to kill me.
Wingtip?
Yeah. What?
Well, I guess I'll just go out and see what's happening outside. Mindy, would you care to join me? No, but I will. I'm starting to get a little hungry. Here, you can have the rest of my food, but don't mention food, or I'll throw up on you. At this point, I probably wouldn't even notice. That makes it the perfect day.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Well, it's been a day.
How so?
I don't know, this is a very weird wedding.
Well, they always are.
They always start out fine, but everybody has such high expectations that they gradually disintegrate and things get...
Hallucinatory.
Exactly. What about you?
Well, what about me?
Are you having fun?
I always have fun.
Really?
Just about.
And why is that?
I don't know, but I kind of like it that way, so I try not to question it too much.
You're just an easygoing kind of guy, I guess.
I guess.
And I suppose that gets you into a lot of trouble that way.
It's happened.
It will happen again.
Oh, we can't hope.
Why are we talking like this?
Like what?
Like some cheap version of Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall in The Big Sleep.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we're possessed.
I don't get possessed.
Well, maybe we're nervous around each other.
Why would we be nervous?
Because maybe we like each other.
Like each other?
Well, sure. What else are we going to do at this point?
I don't know. Liking each other just sounds so... It sounds so innocent.
Well, maybe it is.
What are you gonna do now? Give me your ID bracelet?
Well, if you really like me, you would carve my initials in your arm.
What?
I had a neighbor in 7th grade who did that, so that she would have a scar in the shape of her boyfriend's initials, and I always thought that was so ultimate, to have a girl like you so much, she'd mutilate herself for you.
I will never like you that much.
Damn.
A tattoo would be much easier.
Don't get a tattoo.
Why not?
I hate tattoos on women.
Oh, but you love them on men. Is there something you need to tell me, Trev?
You don't need a tattoo.
Well, nobody needs a tattoo. They get them because they want them.
I don't want you to have a tattoo.
A minute ago, we just liked each other, and you're already trying to run my life. This was a bad idea.
So you're admitting we like each other.
I'm saying we did a minute ago.
At one point in time, we liked each other.
I think we can agree on that.
Well, good. Now what do we do?
Who says we have to do anything?
You know, you have this way of answering every question with a question.
Do I?
As if you have to challenge everything I say.
Does that bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me.
Good.
I like it. I need to be challenged. Sometimes I can be full of shit.
No, I don't believe it. You?
It's true.
I'm shocked.
It's hard to imagine you being shocked somehow.
I get shocked
About what?
by how stupid people can be, how selfish, how people are so willing to pile onto other people's suffering.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we about to have a real conversation right now?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I'm not opposed to it. I just need to shift gears a little bit.
Well, we don't have to if you don't want to.
No, let's do it. Okay. Do you believe in God? Do you ever think about death? When was the first time that you had sex? When was the first time that you really liked it? Do you ever feel guilty because your life is not too terribly difficult?
Never.
Well, good, me neither. Let's go to the mall.
The mall.
Well, sure, it's Saturday. We can hang out with the teenagers at the multiplex, chat out at the food court, shop for hours in Tower Records, not buy anything.
Well, we're not dressed for it.
Why not?
Oh, I couldn't.
Trisha, this is uncharacteristically gutless of you. I'm surprised.
I am 34 years old. I'm not about to go traipse around the mall looking like I just came from my prom. The only way I could do such a thing is with the assistance of major pharmaceuticals.
In that case, say hello to our surprise guest.
No! I have a feeling you could be a bad influence on me.
I have a feeling nobody's a bad influence on you.
Trip, I really like you.
Oh, I'll bring out the drugs, and suddenly I'm Mr. Wonderful.
You're not a cokehead, are you?
Oh, no, this is a strictly special occasion kind of thing.
And you would tell me if you were?
Yes, I would tell you if I was. We don't have to do this.
No, I want to.
But now you're nervous, and now you don't trust me.
It's not that.
What is it then?
I would just really hate for you to be a cokehead.
Okay, let's make a deal. I won't be a cokehead, you don't get a tattoo.
Deal.
We really don't have to do this.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Oh, we could talk a lot and be really interesting.
We could have heart attacks.
Oh, we don't have to do that much. I have kind of a low threshold anyway.
We could get arrested.
Oh, we could spend the night in jail.
We could just spend the night. Are you blushing?
Well,
You're blushing?
maybe a little.
Did I shock you?
No, I just...
Is that not the direction you were intending this to go in?
Well, naturally, it had occurred to
You
me.
just thought it would kind of happen? You didn't expect me to say it?
I guess. If we do, I don't think I want to do this.
Why not?
Because I think I'd like to have a clear head.
Well, we'll do it after.
Okay, good, because I quit smoking.
Okay, then no sense hanging around here. Let's go.
Wait a minute. I am not so sure about this.
Why not?
Because I think I'd like to get to know you better. I'm not so sure. I want to go to a motel, do drugs, and have sex just for the hell of it. Because I think there might be something more to you and me than that.
Do you think there's something wrong with going to a motel, doing drugs, and having sex just for the hell of it? Do you think that's bad?
No, I don't.
Well, you're the one who pulled out the cocaine.
You're right. And when I first came to this wedding, that's exactly what I was looking for. But now that we're here, and now that this is happening, I don't know.
I knew it. Guys like you cannot deal with a woman who takes charge.
Guys like me, I've been reduced to a category. Thanks.
You don't want me to be the one to make the first move, do you?
I don't want you to be an easy fuck in a cheap motel. Because for me, that works best when it's with someone I don't care one way or the other about.
Why, Mr. Davenport? Are you saying you care for me? I'm touched.
I'm saying there's something between the two of us that I don't run into every day. I felt it the first time I met you, and you did too.
I don't think you have any idea what I feel.
Well, I think I do. And I think it scares you. And I think that's why you left me at the reception and you came up here to hide.
I did not come up here to hide.
Why else would you care if I was a cokehead?
I don't care if you're a cokehead, Trent. I don't care if you're a liar, a thief, if you're married. I don't care if you're a psycho killer and a child molester and you're wanted in 50 states by the FBI. I just want to have fun, okay? I want to go to a motel and do drugs and have sex just for the hell of it, okay? Forgive me for being so shallow.
I don't buy that for a minute.
You can't believe how arrogant you are.
You can't believe somebody's calling your bluff.
Oh, fuck you.
Women like you,
Now I'm a category?
you're always staying one step ahead, just out of reach. But you're always looking back saying, oh, don't stop reaching.
Yeah, well, better one step ahead than one step behind.
You think that's where I want you to be? I just broke up with someone who's more than happy to be one step behind, and I don't want that.
See? This is it. This is all about what you want. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not here to be who you want me to be.
All I know, Trisha, is I have never met anyone quite like you before. I have... fun when I'm with you. More fun than I've had in a long time. So I don't want to waste this opportunity to see where. Fine. If you want to go to a motel, do drugs, and have sex, fine. But I want you to know what I'm feeling before we do it, because it's not going to be insignificant. I don't want to be just another notch on your belt.
You don't seem to want a lot of things, Trip. Why don't you tell me what you do want?
I want you to promise me something.
Okay, here we go. What?
I want you to promise me that you won't leave your body after we have sex, and that you won't completely write me off because you did.
Okay. Since we're all being so wonderfully honest, thank you, Trip. I have to tell you, I can't promise that. I know myself, and I know that's what I do sometimes.
I had a feeling.
But I will promise to try not to let that happen.
And if you feel like it's happening, you'll tell me.
But you have to promise me something in return.
Fair enough.
You have to promise not to get all tense and start obsessing about me and turning me into something that I'm not.
I have to promise not to fall in love with you.
You have to promise not to get too intense too fast. I'm serious. You have to promise not to put any pressure on me, because I have absolutely no patience for that.
I promise.
That was too easy.
I'll be as quiet as a church mouse. You won't even know I'm around.
I'll know.
So we are agreed here?
I think we have an understanding.
Good. Let's go to the mall.
I'm not going to the mall.
Well, where else can we go?
Where do you live, Trip?
Well, actually, I live in Atlanta.
You don't live here in Knoxville? You don't live here in Knoxville? You just put me through all of that, and you don't even live in the same town.
Well, I have a car.
Oh, you're such an asshole.
Is this a big problem, me not living here?
Actually, it makes you more attracted to me.
Well, that is a backhanded compliment. You really think I'd be that hard to deal with on a regular basis?
Probably I am.
Well, you could always come visit.
We'll see.
I'm an excellent cook. I make the best toast in 3 states.
Well, I do have to ask you something.
What?
Are you averse to latex?
Oh, not at all. I just bought a variety pack.
Whoops. I think I'm supposed to be out there.
Oh shit, I did not miss that garter thing, did I? I love it. It's so stupid.
Oh, look at Georgianne throwing her arms around in the back like she's a wide receiver. She can't catch the bouquet. She's married.
Everybody else looks like they're afraid of it. Oh, good. Her.
Francis, that's perfect.
Are you sad because you didn't catch it?
Please.
Always a bridesmaid.
Never a schmuck. So, where are you staying, Trip? With Scott's family?
Oh, no way. I am staying at a very fancy hotel downtown.
Oh, the Regency.
No. The Quality Inn.
Yeah, that's real nice.
Well, you've been there.
Oh, no, but I've always wanted to. I've heard such fine things about it.
Well, perhaps you would allow me to be your escort.
God, I've dreamed of this.
We shall dine in the lamplighter room. Later, we shall go on a moonlight promenade around the parking lot before ducking into Chucky's hideaway, where we'll sip Mai Tais and boogie to the disco beat of the Rhythm Rascals. Then we shall retire to my suite, where we will order nachos and cheese whiz from room service and watch Pretty Woman on HBO. How does that sound?
Sounds an awful lot like going to a motel, doing drugs, and having sex for the hell of it.
How can you take something so beautiful and turn it into something so sleazy and cheap?
Oh, I'm sorry. It sounds heavenly. I couldn't imagine a more perfect evening.
Well, Tracy and Scott won't be having nearly as much fun.
Please, they'll be stuck in Jamaica. Look at her down there. She looks like a hot air balloon from this perspective.
She sure does know how to work a crowd.
Promise me something.
Anything.
If you ever see me dressed in something that ridiculous, please shoot me. If you really liked me, you would promise.
Trisha, if I made that promise, well, I'd have to shoot you right now.
You are either a total con artist or the most naive man in America, but either way, I'm in trouble.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Hey, wait at you two.
Bro.
Trisha, we're going to take a picture
What?
of all of us. And we
twice, right at Tracy's head. And now I'm gonna throw some of these little meatballs at her. Okay, everybody on the bed. Meredith, you get that camera.
Francis, what's in your hand?
I got the bouquet.
In your other hand?
Oh, that champagne. I just want to taste it. I'm sorry.
Now, don't apologize. Here's to it.
To holy matrimony.
Can't we just drink to love?
Here.
I'm sorry.
To love. Well, you guys make me sick. To sex in public places. Okay, Francis, you get down front and we'll be like your court. Meredith, I had a great idea.
What?
Do you know where Tracy's homecoming queen crown is?
Yeah, it's in there.
Get it.
Okay. Here you go, Griffin Lyle Davenport III. You know how to use this thing?
In this kind of camera that any idiot can use?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know how to use it.
Okay, Mindy, a little to your left, and save some room for Meredith. Oh, we need sunglasses.
I don't have any.
Meredith!
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Do you have another pair of sunglasses?
Well, I'm sure I do someplace.
For Francis.
Does everybody have their bouquets?
Okay, Francis, let's get that hat off your head.
Why?
Because you were born to wear a crown, babe.
What about these? They're kind of Jackie O.
Excellent. Oh, good, Mindy. I want a cigarette.
Here.
Thank you.
Sure. Ooh, I want to wear my leather jacket.
Now, where's my bouquet? I can't find it. You can hold these. No, I think Trisha should hold these.
Oh, shut up! Oh, come on, Trisha.
You guys. We look fabulous. We are fabulous.
Okay, Trip, tell us when.
Oh, wait.
What?
Meredith, I know I probably shouldn't, but would it be alright if I wore your diamond bracelet?
Francis, I don't have a diamond bracelet.
Well, I know I saw one. It was right over here.
Oh,
Of course, if you say no, I'll totally understand.
Francis, those aren't diamonds.
They're not?
No, who do I look like? Elizabeth Taylor? Those are just dimes for rhinestones.
Oh.
The whole thing costs maybe $6. You can have it.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Oh, of course you could. Consider it my gift for you catching the bouquet.
But it's so pretty, though.
Honey, it's junk.
But,
Francis, some things in life are gifts. You can accept them. You are allowed.
oh, well, thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
Okay, Trip, tell us when.
Okay, everybody get real close on the bed. This is some major babe action at the end. Now when I count to 3, say
Cha-cha cheese whiz.
1,
I feel so fabulous.
You are fabulous, damn it.
2,
I just know I got something stuck in my teeth.
3.
Cha-cha cheese whiz!